just wanted to check in over here because we are now crossing Gajaldoba on our way to Chizang, and the spectacular Kanchenjunga range is absolutely clear from this spot. I mean, even from the NJP station we could see it, but in the video it's not getting captured because it's quite far away, but with our naked eyes we can see it absolutely clearly. So this is such a wonderful moment, and we expect to reach Chizang in another 2.5 to 3 hours. I'm accompanied by my friend and his wife Shovik, Orpita, and this is my wife. So this is going to be a nice 2 or 3 days ahead. Let's check you out in Chizang. Good morning.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So we have finally arrived at our destination, the Wildwoods Retreat, and it was such a pleasant journey. More amazing is the kind of view which we will be watching from here now. And now we are going to check into our rooms and freshen up, have lunch, and then just go about a tour about this rural place, the surroundings and everything. So let's get on with it quick. So we are in this Wildwoods Retreat homestay at Chizang, and it's a wonderful accommodation. They have 4 rooms
In fact, 3 rooms and 1 cottage. We are staying in the cottage. It's a wonderful stay over there. See, this is one of the room. This one, and it's quite spacious also. And it's a homestay, so there are other 2 rooms are over here, side by side, and the cottage is down there. There's the cottage over there, and there's a small nursery. This is the cafeteria. Lunch, breakfast, dining is done here. The view from the cafeteria is awesome because the whole valley opens up in the front. That's Bhutan over there. Guys, I'm just taking a walk over here just outside of Wildwoods Retreat. So I'm accompanied with the owner of this place, and he was just showing me some places over here. And that top over there is Nathula of Sikkim. So I am expecting that I will be exploring this place a bit. There are a lot of medicinal plants and everything available here. So we will be getting to know a lot of names, I hope. And Bhutan, as I understand, is just the other side of the valley. So what is this called? Indian mint. इसका क्या है?
ये तो हर्ब है, वो जो रैशेस होता है इसमें आपको when you take a bath, when you rub with this, it's believed that वो थोड़ा क्योर होता है.
Okay. So this helps you, cure rashes. Nice smell.
So armies they use as an antiseptic.
Okay.
जब वो cut होता है.
Antiseptic. Okay, this is used as an antiseptic. We don't know the name exactly. No special smell, but they can use it by creating a paste out of it, I think. Right? Okay. A natural antiseptic. This is the tree. Okay, we are at Chizang, and what you see over here, that hill is Tode Bazaar. Those dwellings over there, and then the next hill is Tangta. We can see the Tangta monastery, very small. It can be seen from here. And someone who wants to go for trekking to Rochelle Pass, they need to cross Tangta, and then the hills that is available, you can see from here. You need to cross that to go into Rochelle Pass. But that is a trekking route, and you need to have necessary preparations for that. But the view from here is absolutely majestic. And I think that river that is flowing, that is okay, that is Dawai Khola. Okay, Dawai Khola is just beneath over there, below Tode Bazaar. So that Dawai Khola meets Jalongi river, Jal Dhaka. Okay, it goes on to meet Jal Dhaka. It's wonderful to explore the geography of any place. I love it. So we are taking our lunch on our first day. It's a vegetarian lunch. We are having, just check this out, sabji, papad, salad, aloo bhaji, rice, and this is egg curry, and this is some sort of a dal, and I think yes. ये क्या है? What? Okay, this one. This is a traditional food, right? यहाँ का local का है. Okay, what is the name of that? Gunruk Kasupe. Gunruk Kasupe. Nice name, and I'm really very much eager to taste this one out. Just have a look at this. It's a soup, and without further delay, let us start our lunch. While you can also have your lunch. But now we have a wonderful view with the lunch. Just check this balcony out. And let me show you the view from the balcony. Beautiful, isn't it? Let's get back to the lunch. We have a long day ahead. We will be going out and exploring the local area. So really excited about that. Also, let's finish up the lunch first. So we have started exploring this place. We just had our lunch and now we are just hiking around this local area. We are not going to be too much adventurous because we have just come in. We need to relax also. So we will maybe walk for an hour. We will go up. By the way, this area falls under the Neora Valley National Park. That's a wonderful news for us because already I can find a lot of bird activity here. And I have found trees like avocado, apricot, plum. It's there in the homestay itself. So while I'll be coming down, I'll show you those trees. And this area is especially known for these cardamom plantations. And while at lunch today we had a taste of the local cardamoms also. It was absolutely fabulous. So let us explore the area now. It always feels good to be, amidst nature. It's so calm over here. There is a cold breeze that's blowing across your face from the left hand side, so that really makes it feel good, and birds chirping, insects also, they are making their own sounds. Most importantly, no cell phone reception over here, no mobile towers except BSNL. Check this route. Pin drop silence, except for the noise we are making. So friends, it was a nice exploration of the area. We went up to the nearby point for about 2 hours walk, and it was really interesting. So let me just tell you about how to reach this place. If you are having any private car, then it's okay. You can reach here from New Jalpaiguri station or Siliguri. It will take you around 3.5 hours. And if you take this Gajaldoba Lataguri road through Bindu Jaldhaka area, so that will and if you reserve a car, it will take you around 3,500 one way. So both ways it will charge you around 7,000. This is in November 2020 I am talking. Now if you don't have a private car or if you have not reserved any vehicle, then it's a bit difficult because it's an offbeat area. I heard that from Siliguri there is a vehicle that comes here, but it is uncertain completely because it depends upon the passengers. If they get the required amount of passengers, then only they come here. The other way around is you need to reach Chalsa. Chalsa is around 40-45 kilometers from Siliguri, and then from Chalsa there are 2 trips, one in the morning, one in the evening, and they have 2-3 vehicles. That is also a bit uncertain, but still the local people take that route, and they from Chalsa over here is around 40 kilometers or 40 to 50 kilometers. So from Chalsa you can come here. So it's a bit offbeat, it's a bit difficult to reach here. If you're having a bike, that's what I said, private vehicle, then it helps. The road is good at places, while it is also not so well maintained in few stretches, so you need to be careful on that also. And it is evening, we are at Chizang, and now we are headed to the bonfire. They have made arrangements for bonfire, so it should be really exciting. Let's head to the place. This looks nice. Wow, Excellent arrangement, proper seats, nice area for bonfire, and that too with a view. The valley is lit up from the distant towns. Perfect place to have a party. Let's have a toast here. 4 of us together. Cheers. Cheers. We have started our dining on the first day. The dinner, we have chicken, dal and roti. We have kept it simple on the first day because we are already really tired by the whole days and nights, overnight journey on train. So we have kept it simple. After the bonfire, spending a good and quality time out there, now we are going to have dinner and then again go back to the bonfire, sit for maybe half an hour and then head straight back to the room and prepare for tomorrow's, epic journey. So let's have it. A very good morning to all of you. It's a really fine morning today in November 2020. It's chilly, the temperature is around 11 degrees Celsius and I'm waiting for a nice sunrise. The sunrise is expected to happen from there. You can see the color pattern in the sky. It's a bit oranges in that corner. So I'm not sure about whether we'll be able to view a proper sunrise, but the weather is clear and there are no clouds anywhere. We can even see the valley underneath. So it is perfect and I think we will be able to get some real good shots here. Let's see what happens. The sun's rays are falling on the far hills over there on the top, so we are expecting the sun to rise any moment now. It has fallen on that Doklam Plateau area, Nathula Pass area. It's getting brighter, so any moment the sun can be seen from here. We got some wonderful shots of the sunrise. You must have seen the sun rising right from the corner. A very good morning. We are out for the morning exploration after taking the photos of the sunrise, and believe me, there are so many beautiful flowers and orchids which bloom obviously in these higher altitudes. They have just blown me away. I took some good pictures and some videos of these beautiful, absolutely beautiful flowers, and I'm left mesmerized. And of course these cardamom plantations, the process behind it, how they are processing it right from the plant to the finished product which we eat. We have seen that traditional method here, and there are more advanced machinery nowadays, so which is available at Tode Bazaar, but here in Chizang they have shown me this traditional method, and I feel really privileged to have witnessed the process happening right in front of my eyes. And it is this season, this is the harvesting season also, October, November. So I'm really, you know, excited after the short 2-hour exploration in today's morning. And yes, let me also tell you that from here, since it's the bordering area of India and Bhutan, we can see Tendu Plateau from here. I just show you. So those hills are in Bhutan, and that area, that is that flat land over there, that is the largest plateau of Bhutan, as the locals say. It is Tendu Plateau. Hey guys, I'm just outside my cottage over here, and I just got to know the varieties of the trees which are over here. This tree over here is apricot. We have cardamom plantations here, full, and that tree over there, just show you, is wild avocado. This one is wild avocado. This big one in front is apricot. That one is peach, and that one over there behind this peach tree is avocado again, but this one is normal avocado while this one is wild avocado. So we are about to enter the church, which was built in 1904, a very old one. This is just on the outskirts of Tode, and Tode Bazaar is over there, and this is the church, you can see. Let's enter the church. We are passing through Goregaon on our route to Dabakhola. We were there at that church in Tode, and now I must say the route which leads from Tode to this Dabakhola is a bit not okay. The road is not really well maintained, but yes, it's a bit adventurous. Good cars like Boleros may be able to negotiate these bad roads, but yes, you need to hang on a bit and just brace yourselves for this route. This particular patch is not so good. You see this wonderful terrace farming over here. Archery competitions are held in this very place. We are headed to Dabakhola. This is on the route from the church at Tode to Dabakhola. It falls somewhere in the middle. Over there you can see those boards which are meant for archery. Over here also you can see over here. Your name, good name?
So my name is Abhishek.
Abhishek. I'm with Abhishek and we are at Dabakhola. So Abhishek is going to just brief us about why it is named as Dabakhola. So I'm really privileged to have him with me. If there are no locals with us, then it becomes very hard for us to understand the importance of the place. So I'll request Abhishek to share a few words with us. Abhishek.
Yes, so this river was actually our ancestors has named this river the Dawai Khola. So then this river is believed to have medicinal purpose at that time. Actually, this river is it has a very high sulfur content, but then we cannot see it right now because during the monsoon it has the current is very fast. So then it just wipes off this stone. So then during the winters, when the river is actually a little slower, the sulfur remains back in the stone, creating a red kind of thing.
Okay, so that is why the water turns a bit reddish.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And actually, it is believed that our ancestors used to take bath in this river, form more like a tub kind of structure in these rivers. Yes, yeah, and they should bathe or just dip themselves in this water because which they believe after that cured their diseases such as skin diseases, pains and aches in the joints like gout.
Okay.
Yes, so then this is called Dawai Khola.
Okay, so the dawai, dawai in the word Hindi it means medicine.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's why it is named as Dawai Khola because of the medicinal properties which.
Yes, so it was believed that yes, because it used to heal skin diseases and many other things like aches and pains.
Okay.
That's why they named this river Dawai Khola.
All right. It was really nice of Abhishek to share these insights with us regarding Dawai Khola. अच्छा अभिषेक वो क्या है वो that bridge?
Yes, so actually during the monsoon the river becomes very big, so then it's quite not possible to cross it during the
Understand.
monsoon. So then they use hand
That bridge. Okay.
because there are no other possible ways of crossing it.
Okay. So Simana Khola is that way, right? We'll have to go that way. Okay. So I'm about to cross the Dawai Khola right now. There is a bamboo bridge over there. So let's check out. Woo! So from this Dawai Khola we are going to Simana Khola. There is a change of car. We are going to go through this car and then come back here in Dawai Khola and then go back to Chizang. This is a nice car. ये क्या ये जीप है क्या? Commander. Oh, nice. It will be a wonderful experience to board this vehicle and I'm looking forward to it. Wonderful. So we have reached the Tangta monastery. You can see over here it's closed now and there are not many lamas around also, so we are not able to speak to anyone, but I must say that the view which is available from here is absolutely outstanding. On the other side, let's go and check it. The hills that you see over there are in Bhutan, and just check this out. There's a vast expanse. Simana Khola is somewhere over there, while Dawai Khola is somewhere over here. That is the terrace farming which I was talking to you earlier. And just look at the patterns over there of the mountain ranges. Awesome, isn't it? So we have reached Simana Khola. We will be going down this path to Simana Khola. Interesting and adventurous. Woo! Nice. This is in Dabai Khola, just a bit upstream. You can see that old bridge over there, construction had begun, but for some reason it got stopped, and now they are saying that construction is again going to restart, because there has been a lot of efforts in developing the infrastructure, the roads of this area. A very pristine place which is still undisturbed. There is not a there is not a huge influx of tourists here, so this is still a virgin place. We are entering the Tode Bazaar. Today is Sunday, so each and every Sunday there is a bazaar, local bazaar that gets held over here. So let's see and explore what this place has to offer. I'm just sitting here. Today is our last day at Chizang, and we will have to pack our bags, but I just felt that this is Neora Valley National Park, and why not explore the area even more. So I just came out here. There is no disturbance. There was a very narrow trail along the cardamom plantations, and then it led me to here. Just the sounds of nature and nothing else. All of us need to spend certain amount of time like this. It just cleanses your whole body, mind, soul, everything. Just sit here, just be here. No thoughts, no nothing in your head. I mean, that is what we are missing in our lives. We are everywhere. We are in the past, we are in the future, but we miss the present. So we are checking out from this wonderful place. Just before checking out, I wanted to share certain things with you. Now, since this is a homestay, it's not a hotel, it is equally responsible for us to keep the rooms and toilets clean, because we are living in somebody's home who is renting out for a few nights their own personal rooms, and we are sharing their food with them. Yes, we are paying them, but still they don't have any extra workers to clean these places. So in case of, especially in case of homestays, it is very, very important for us to keep this thing in mind, that we leave the rooms as much as possible neat and clean for the owner, so that it is ready for use for the next guest to come in. So I'll just show you what I did. This is our cottage. We have kept it absolutely clean and tidy. This is the bed which we are using. After checking everything, we have just kept it clean and good looking. Same goes for the toilet, dry and clean. You can see everything is in order. These are our baggages which will go out in a few minutes. It is nothing but it sends a positive message to these owners, and especially in the hills, if we show such kind of activity, such kind of behavior, good behavior to them, then they also feel very good about it, and there is we can gain much more respect from them, which is important. Because I see many I've seen in many treks that they leave the toilet absolutely untidy because of the soil in their shoes. They wear those shoes and get inside and make a mess out of it. So that does not send the right message when we leave the homestay. So these are the small things, but it matters. That is why I shared with you. Hey guys, so this more or less packs our 2-day exploration of Tode, Tangta and Chizang in West Bengal, North Bengal rather. So yes, it was an eventful trip for us, a nice weekend getaway. I'm looking forward to exploring more of North Bengal and bringing to you more of my photography adventure. I hope you like this video. Are you even there? I mean, you're watching till the end, right? I really appreciate that. I mean, thank you for your patience. I just hope that you have benefited from watching this video. Thank you very much for staying put till the end. Thank you. See you again someplace else.